Hi, I'm Amber Phillips from Ohio Media School, and I have the pleasure of standing next to Mr. Stump Mitchell.
Thank you. Hi, Amber. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I feel very blessed today.
Thank you.
So I wanted to see, how did you get your start to get here today?
Well, it started a long time ago. I mean, this is a high school Hall of Fame, so it started when I was a kid. You know, all these coaches are in Pop Warner to get these guys from one level to the next, to the junior high to high school level. It all started with someone other than myself.
And what made you choose football when you were going in school, when you were in high school?
Well, football was everything. I mean, in the 70s, of course, Dallas, for the most part, was America's team, and where I'm from in Southeast Georgia. So everybody was watching football. That was a thing back in the 70s and the 60s.
And who inspired you when you were starting off in football? Was there any players or coaches that you were like, I want to be like them?
I would have to say Kenny Ellis, for the most part, guy from my my area that went off to play for the Green Bay Packers, played at Southern University, is a Hall of Fame, black college, just a great individual.
And do you have any advice for kids that are starting off playing?
Well, right now, I think the National Football League has done a tremendous job in trying to make the game a whole lot safer than it's been in the past. They're constantly educating coaches and equipment staffs, everybody, in order to make this game safe. Do the best you possibly can in your with academics, and then if football leads you, and you're blessed to have to play at the high school level or the college level, professional level, do the best you can.
It's good advice. And what do you think was probably one of your favorite parts about playing football?
Just having the opportunity to compete. Football is a team sport, but it's also an individual sport. Size really doesn't matter. To some people it does, but there are other things like speed and quickness that's an equalizer.
And what would you do to get faster?
Did a lot of training with track coaches. Did training during the summer, doing training on my own, just watching things in order to make me better.
What do you think was probably one of the biggest challenges for you while you were playing?
The biggest challenge for me, not necessarily, was someone judging me because of my lack of size, and that was the biggest challenge. Really, the no was one of the primary reasons I guess I made it, because a coach didn't want to allow me to advance with my grades because I was smaller than those guys, and he wanted to keep me down at a different level. So it caused me to actually move away from Georgia, to move to Miami, Florida for a couple years, and then I came back to Georgia and played.
Do you think that later on, maybe being smaller than the other guys was an advantage?
I think me having to work on my skills to be quicker, to be faster, was the advantage. I couldn't be that slow guy that I was, and non-elusive, and have the opportunity to be successful.
Well, you were obviously a legend, and you're here today. So how does it feel to be inducted into the High School Hall of Fame?
Well, it feels great because the guys that I'm going in with, most of those guys are actually in the National Football League Hall of Fame. So it's an honor to be here with them again.
Absolutely. Well, I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
So that was Stump Mitchell. I'm Amber Phillips. I'm from Ohio Media School. Thank you so much, sir.